Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to show you what you could expect from ITA Airways business class on their A330-900 Neo. Please follow me on Instagram at BrandonJohnson10K for behind the scenes looks at content that I will be reviewing in the future. So today we'll be reviewing ITA Airways flagship business class. This is the business class the way it was intended to be, and it's a beautiful cabin here. You see the ITA Airways logo there. So here you've got a 1-to-1 configuration here. You'll notice the seats rotate, at least on the windows, from closer to the aisle to closer to the window. I had seat 4L, which is a bit more private, and you get a better view out of the window. So let's take a look at the seat here. So on the seat, you had waiting ITA Airways bedding, pillow, blanket. There are slippers in there as well. So here you got this, you got the light up here, the reading lamp. You got a nice little patterned light next to it there. This is a nice touch, which is nice about that. That light actually comes on automatically when you put your seat in the vertical position after you've been lying down. You've got a wellness kit. You've got water and the amenity kit. And I'll do a separate video on the wellness kit and the amenity kit. You've got power below, international. You see there. You've got the international charging outlet, headphones, and me trying to figure out how to turn the light off. The seat, the cream and blue color. These seats don't have a door, but they are fairly private. There's the in-flight entertainment screen. There is the footwell, which isn't narrow. You do not have individual air vents. You've got two windows, really one that's usable to look out of. Again, with no individual air vents, just keep in mind that you're at ITA's mercy as far as how warm they keep the cabin there. You've got seat controls for the lights. Menus, we'll take a look at those after takeoff. A USB-A, USB-C charging port, and the in-flight entertainment remote as well. I thought the seat's it is a bit tight to get in and out of. Just note, when you deploy this tray table, you're not going to be able to get out. There's no way. So if you're eating, you wouldn't be able to get out. You have to place your stuff on the table next to you to get out of the seat. And there's a little coat hook for you. So let's take a look at the bedding. After we take a look at how this seat looks in the lie flat position as far as how your feet would feel in the cubby hole. Now again, while the seat is tight to get in and out of, I didn't have that coffin-like feeling, believe it or not, even knowing your feet look like they might be in a coffin. But still, I slept pretty well on this. Here's the ITA slippers, as well as the blanket, which is very warm actually, and the pillow. So pretty basic bedding, no mattress pads. At least I didn't ask for any. Don't know if they're available. Here's the headphones, which worked pretty good. And pre-departure beverages were served with a choice of sparkling wine, orange juice, or water. So let's take a look at the takeoff after that with the hot towel. And I'll be back with more on the flight. Okay, so let's take a look at the bathroom. And one thing you'll notice is that there's nothing special about the bathroom. It's a basic bathroom, no windows. They do have a charging outlet, which is cool. So in case you need to take a number 2 and charge your phone, you can do that. But again, basic bathroom. Nothing to write home about with that. So here's a look at the menus. This is essentially a lunch flight leaving at 2 p.m. So you'll have lunch and breakfast are the main menus, but yeah, you get a lot of food with ITA. So I'll ask you to, if you don't want to see this, go to the 7:41 mark, and we'll pick up from there with the meal service. Okay, so this is how things started with the Aperol Spritz and served with nuts. Excellent. Yeah, I always order that anytime I fly and eat the long haul. Delicious drink. So after that, we had the appetizer served. This was served with warm bread and a drink of your choice. The appetizer is a delicate bresaola roll filled with cheese mousse, chives on a lemon sauce. This was absolutely delicious. After that, rigatoni pasta with San Marzano tomato sauce. Delicious. They'll grate the cheese for you. Well, not grate it, but add cheese. It's already grated. In the main course, I chose the sea bream filet, pugliese style, served with zucchini, potatoes, and carrots. That was absolutely delicious. That sauce was really rich, tender. The fish was tender. We have a cheese board afterwards, served with grapes, carrots, crackers, and I ate the celery, so you won't see that. And dessert, I had the ricotta and raisin pie, which was very good. Food, again, doesn't disappoint here. This was on a flight from Sao Paulo to Rome. So another outstation. I've taken Buenos Aires to Rome before, but catering doesn't fall off from the outstation. And this is the look in the galley. These are available throughout the flight, snacks, and do it yourself. Pour it yourself beverages, so you can see the lighting in the cabin of the A330-900 Neo. So after a little while, I decided to have some fresh fruit for a snack. And they did have a hot towel service that was before breakfast service as well. And breakfast, I had the fresh leek and potato omelet served with streaky bacon rolls and cherry tomatoes. Got a cinnamon roll there. Again, I can't say enough of how good the food was. Obviously, you had a beverage service with it and some warm bread. You got more fruit. A really good job catering from ITA. So let's take a look at the Wi-Fi option. So I was able to get a courtesy pass for messaging the entire flight. I guess I qualified for that. Just put in some information to see what you qualify for as far as messaging. You'll notice the free messaging. Yep, for 30 minutes messaging you can pay for, so $7. Browsing and streaming for $19. And you've got the streaming plus option if you want internet the whole flight. Again, I'm not a big internet user on the airplane, so this is more or less for you guys to see if you'd be willing to pay those prices for what they're offering for the internet. Or if you have a promo code, possibly, you can enter that. So here's a look at the in-flight entertainment screen. Pretty self-explanatory, very intuitive touch screen. Good amount of options as far as movies go in entertainment. But I'll leave you with that, and I'll be back with my final thoughts on this flight. Okay, so let me share my final thoughts on this flight. Really, the experience with ITA Airways, it was phenomenal. From the warm service to the excellent food, I thought the seat was comfortable for sleeping and was private without the need for a door. With ITA joining the Star Alliance next year, I definitely would put them up there with Singapore Airlines with great service and possibly the best food in all of the alliance now, with them coming over. I know it's been a couple of years since my last ITA flight, and now they have a much more competitive hard product along with was already a great soft product. So if you do like using Wi-Fi, I think personally the prices are a bit high for the data not to be unlimited. The in-flight entertainment selection, again, really had sufficient options for one to stay entertained throughout the duration of the flight. So really felt the warm Italian hospitality with the crew. That was the same as I had experienced a couple years back. So it's just those little things for me that matter when it comes to airlines making an impression on customers. So for me, ITA is really ascending in my book. Let me know your thoughts. As always, I appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend. Thank you.